Yasutora Sado, Chad trailer reveals his moveset in Bleach Rebirth of Souls. They made sure to include his full name, then his nickname. The start of his trailer has the words gentle giant, quietness. These two words best describe Chad more so in the beginning of the series and ongoing, as he's a quiet character who refuses to fight. A consistent joke in the start of the series was Chad didn't say much even when it was important. He would often say one or two words and then just give up halfway through. His friends would make a joke about it. Ferrant Vow appears. In particular, his tattoo appears with the phrase Ferrant Vow. The tattoo says Amor y Muerte, which means love and death. Chad also made a vow to his grandfather about fighting. He would never fight unless it was to protect others, such when he first helped Ichigo out when we got a quick backstory in the anime, or when he helped Yuichi Shibata, who was trapped in the bird body, as he helped the kid out until ultimately he was sent to the Soul Society. Then the words Gigante Diablo appears. This likely references Chad's left arm. Also on the screen briefly is the coin his grandfather gave him, Republic Mexicana, the coin reads. Then the phrase Brazo Derecho del Gigante, which translates to right arm of the giant, Chad's main ability. Then we see the sentence, a powerful fighter with deadly fists. He is a gentle giant with a Ferrant Vow hidden behind his quietness. Again, they're making sure that they're being consistent with these characters. They're definitely doing their research. I started rewatching Bleach, and I know for sure that they had to have also done the same, as well as read the manga. Chad here is wearing the outfit he wore during the later parts of the Arrancar arc when Ichigo, Uryu, and him all of them went to Hueco Mundo. Chad speaks at the beginning of the battle and he states he will keep his promise.
I will keep my promise.
Meaning that he's not fighting for selfish desires, but fighting to protect others. The initial gameplay shows Chad fight similar to that of a boxer. This was definitely done on purpose, not to spoil anybody in particular, but for any veteran Bleach fans out there, you understand why. Chad starts the gameplay with his right arm active, Bronze Derecho del Gigante. Chad's signature move is then shown, Aggression. Aggression is a powerful blow that can be charged, unleashing significant damage regardless of the opponent's defense. I want y'all to think about that. If you were blocking and you get hit by this, you are taking damage. That means Chad is a rush character. This man has Yoruichi beat when it comes to being a rush character. Now, the closer the opponent is, the more powerful this attack becomes. This means that Chad is going to be a beast at close range. You need to get away from him. Chad will definitely be a rush character, as I said. This attack can also be charged, which will allow for Chad to charge at a safe distance and launch it close up. So you could probably be fighting a Chad and they use this, and you best believe they're going to try to get close so they can hit you. But more importantly, you're going to have to dodge this, not block it. The attack Chad uses here is more than likely based on his attack he used to defeat Bulbous G when he first awakened his ability. Chad's first spiritual pressure ability, Alerta. This ability is explained as the attack power and charge speed of Chad's signature move is increased for a period. Chad charges up his fists. He has a bluish glow around him, then he moves almost instantaneously behind his opponent and he unleashes a barrage of a fist onto his opponent. Now, it's unclear if that was a part of the ability Chad uses, Alerta, or when you activate this ability, your increase of speed and charge decreases, thus allowing you to unleash a barrage onto your opponent. Regardless, the movement Chad showcases here makes him a threat. Again, adding back to me saying that he's a rush character, being able to close in on the opponent very fast will make him a scary character to fight nonetheless, as he'll be able to take on long-range fighters if that's the case. Then Chad's second spiritual pressure attack is called Contra-Take. This releases an uppercut that can catch an opponent's attack and increase the uppercut's power dramatically. Based on the description, if someone uses an attack, this ability can counter that attack and increase the power of the uppercut. One thing I do question is that for characters that have similar abilities, which ability will take priority over the other? So if someone uses a counter and Chad uses this, does the counter activate, or does this override the counter and go through it? These are things that we're definitely going to have to see when the game does get more consistent gameplay, maybe a closed beta of some sorts. Looking at some of Chad's fights, this might have actually been taken from his fight with Gigante. I'm actually unsure. You can't really find too many Chad fights or named abilities that he has. So I know the devs had to do a lot of work when it came to coming up with the names and referencing Chad's abilities. Chad Awakening shows him slamming the ground with his fist, revealing his two arms. The description reads, Chad's left arm becomes Bronze Izquierda del Diablo, also called left arm of the devil, because I can't speak Spanish fluently yet, and Chad's right arm changes into its defensive shield form. From here, Chad is shown using several punches with both arms. I ain't gonna lie, this shit looks insanely fun. Like, Chad looks like he's gonna be a fun character to play with, especially for those people who love rushdown characters. Chad is going to be your go-to. We do also see a small snippet of what I can only assume is him using Muerte, also called the one strike of the demon. Now it states, possible to change the situation with a single blow, earnest yet powerful signature move action. It seems as though that the devs want to stress that Chad's signature move is going to be a key asset to his playstyle. But the other thing, and as we know that powerful moves can sometimes take out more than just one Konpaku, is it quite possible that Chad is going to be a super threat when it comes to fighting him in this game? Because I ain't gonna lie, from how they are showcasing Chad and how they hyping him up, he's one of the high attack people. Now, when we get to Kenpachi, I think he's going to be another character that's going to play similar to Chad, since Kenpachi's more of a close range fighter and not a long range fighter. And then continue from there with a spiritual pressure move, increasing the attack of his signature attack and his other moves. Chad might be a problem. Even the likes of Yoruichi may not be able to take him on with mere rush tactics. Now, so far of all the trailers I have seen, this one was my favorite one of all. Now, of course, when they show off the Aizen one, I might change my mind, but as of now, Chad has shown that he is much more useful in this game than he was ever in the series of Bleach. A running joke in the community is that Chad was pretty much useless after his fight with the Provolone Espada. Afterwards, he kind of didn't get much time to shine, but that was a lot of characters in your arc. His speed, attack, accuracy definitely shines in this game. With this week's trailer being Chad, I want to make a prediction about next week's trailer. With a few characters, Renji, Kisuke, and possibly Odahime, Grand Fisher, and even Cone, I think next week's trailer is going to be on Renji. As we've seen gameplay snippets of Renji, I think it's time we finally see Renji gameplay. Now, I am unsure if the devs are going to ultimately make a character like Odahime playable, though in the chance they do, I will be dropping a moveset prediction for her in the coming days, so you don't want to miss that. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button on this channel, turn on notifications, as I will be dropping Bleach Rebirth of Souls content, especially in the foreseeable future, and we are on our way to 5,000 subscribers. So if you are new here, again, hit the subscribe button on this channel and turn on notifications. With that being said, I am Makai San, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.